The coin landed on tails. What is up, YouTube? I'm your friendly neighborhood Endman64, bringing you the next episode of Pokémon XD Gale of Darkness as part of the Year of the Pokémon. In the last episode, we caught a few more Shadow Pokémon, including one that, honestly, I had a very difficult decision deciding whether or not I was going to use. Beedrill's ready to be purified. Wow, we're going to have a bunch of Pokemon ready for purification soon. But because the coin landed on Tails, I have replaced Bouncer with our new Venomoth. It is a Shadow Pokemon. It's going to be able to withstand some shadowy moves from our opponents going forward, which is the big one. At least for the shorthand future. And, unlike Bouncer, it's going to be able to put opponents to sleep as well as doing copious amounts of damage to them. Which is a good thing. It also came holding the Silver Powder, so we're going to have it be able to use that with its Bug-type move, which I believe is Silver Wind, which is a Bug-type version of Ancient Power. So I believe its final moveset is going to be Silver Powder. It's going to be Silver Wind, Psychic, Giga Drain, and Sleep Powder. And then that'll round out our full team of 6, with giving us 2 girls instead of the 5. Bouncer, You did good for us, but frankly, I needed a little bit more from you. It do be what it do be, though. Alright, let's go deal with Gorgon. Where are all my crew? You wiped them out? Every last one? Impossible. One kid took down all those Shadow Pokemon we made? Ugh. In wrecking my factory, you smeared dirt all over my good name and standing. Oh, Jesus. Dude, what the hell is with that leap? You've done it now. I'm Steaming Man. There's no forgiving that, ever. Be prepared to drop. Alright, Gorgon takes up the role of Dakim from Colosseum and being the physically strong one. So, yeah, he likes to use Earthquake with his team, so he'll do a Protect and Earthquake strategy here, which does a decent amount of damage, all things considered. We just have to hope that we don't pick poorly when it comes to the Pokemon we want to attack. Actually, wait a minute. I have a strategy for this. No, other way around. We use Shadow Rush on Lairon, and we fake out Celio. Aha! I made the right call, then. No Earthquakes for you, you goddamn walrus. Alright, so it protects itself, but that's fine. Alright, so same strategy. We'll do Shadow Rush on Celio, Brick Break that Lairon. Yeah, I know this thing likes to do its Earthquake strategy, so we're not going to let him get away with that. No chance in hell we let you get away with that, Gorgon. Alright, goodbye, Lairon. You will not be missed. Or Lairon? I don't know what the hell you'd call that one. Lairon, maybe? Maybe, I don't know. It's one of those Pokemon I never learned how to say the name of. Oh, for fuck's sake. Boo. Oh, whatever. Alright, Venomoth, we're going to use your turn here to use the Yellow Flute on Boo. And Boo, you are going to absolutely ruin that Celio's day. Absolutely ruin its day. Don't care. Good job. Alright. Oh, almost level 36. Alright. Oh, Ursa Ring. Okay. He has a full team of 6 Pokemon? That's interesting. Usually they don't have full teams of 6. So I'm like, oh, interesting. Alright. We will Shadow Rush Slowking, and we will Brick Break Ursa Ring. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Okay, that's gonna hurt. But Slowking's attack is not as strong as its special attack is, so I don't think this is going to do too much. It might do some damage to, wow, not even. Wow. Okay. A very wasted opportunity there. You should have done it with Ursaring. Okay, well, once again, Shadow Rush and Brick Break Ursaring. This will guarantee a level up for Boo, I think. Ursaring gives off a lot of experience last time I checked. I know we still have to share, but still. There you go. 36. 36. Look at that. That's my boy. Alright, Primeape. Here's a Shadow Pokemon. Probably the perfect example of what a late-game Shadow Pokemon should be. It hits hard and is relentlessly fast. Would I say it's the best Shadow Pokemon here? Probably not. I would probably be more geared towards that Growlithe, but you really can't go wrong with any of them, really. But now that Venomoth is down, we got to bring out our guy who can do hits to the others. So let's get that Slowking out of here first. And... ooh, interesting. Alright. Let's use a Revive this turn. I don't need Venomoth for this fight, but I do want Venomoth to get that experience from the Slowking. So at least now we can set up our get the two Shadow Pokemon out immediately. A strategy, though, for this game is to try to keep multiple Shadow Pokemon from coming out at once, but we didn't do that because here's Hypno, which is another Shadow Pokemon. A Psychic-type tank that really doesn't tank that much. It hits hard, but it's more like a tanky special defensive Pokemon. Let's do that one. And we will Brick Break Hypno to do some damage to it. As I think Primeape is probably going to be the bigger problem to catch overall than what's it call it? Than Hypno. So let's bring out Skulker. The strategy for this remains the same. We're just going to keep confusing them and keeping them on their toes. That should do nothing to Skulker. Or it should do a decent amount to Skulker, but not like too much. My defenses are way too strong. Boo, it did a lot too, but when do these moves not do damage to Boo? Let's be real here. Alright, let's do Confuse Ray on Primeape. And we will do another Brick Break on Hypno. Alright, Shadow down. That is a pretty tough move for us. That lowers the Pokemon's defenses exponentially. And both of them. So, be prepared to have some problems if that Primeape is able to start hitting us. But again, that's why you don't want... that's maybe an example of why you don't want to have two Shadow Pokemon fighting you at once. Alright, and Shadow Rush. That's gonna probably take out Boo. That's fine. Alright. That's why Boo was here, though. Boo was a tank. That means we just gotta toughen him up more. That means we gotta toughen him up more. No big deal. We will now Confuse Ray Hypno and get Primeape trapped in a Fire Spin. So once again, Shadow Storm does special damage, so it should not do too much to us. Yeah, by the way, Shadow moves in Pokemon are the first to ever get this physical special split. So Shadow Rush does physical damage, Shadow Storm does special damage. the first of its kind in this game, in this franchise. But I'm not too concerned about that. But again, it's just a nifty little fact you have there. Someone's dead. Pyro, you tanked it. That's my boy. Alright, I want to get that frickin' Primeape out of here as soon as possible, but it probably helps me more that he's out here now and he could be paralyzed. So let's do an Ultra Ball for Hypno. I know it's got half health, so that could blow up in my face, but I do want to keep my Pokemon around for a little bit, so... Alright, let's see if we can get Hypno out of here. Nope, not yet. That's fine, though. Hurt itself. Nope, Shadow Storm. Be able to tank some more hits. Actually, I should use my healing items on Venomoth so I can keep it in the fight more. Alright, wow, Fire Spin is not doing anything here. Let's do Confuse Ray on Primeape, and we will heal, Skulker. And then next turn we'll heal Venomoth. Let's see what we can do. Come on, hurt yourself. Good lord. This game, man. Yeah, I want my Shadow Pokemon to be alive for this, so they can tank a couple of Shadow hits, but if they're gonna just keep doing this much damage to me, I may actually be in trouble. And no, freaking Bouncer would not be helping here. Bouncer would probably be just getting KO'd faster. Alright, so Primeape should probably be able to be caught now. Which means I don't have to worry about healing my other Shadow Pokemon. Let's go with a Curse on Hypno, and we will try to catch... Primeape here. This would be a huge catch if we could get it, though. One. Nope, not yet. Hurt yourself. There you go. Okay. Alright. Gives up half its health, but it does lay a curse on Hypno, which means that should be catchable this next turn. Alright, and down goes Skulker. Okay. No big deal, no big deal. Come on, Shelter. Time for you to make your debut. Alright, so Hypno we're going to have to catch now. Yeah, let's go for Hypno now. Because otherwise it's going to die next turn. And then we will go Fire Spin on Primeape. One, two, three, Shapoopy. Alright, another one down. And Fire Spin. Missed, but that's fine. Shadow Storm is a special move. I don't know why they gave it to Primeape here, but did a small chunk to Shelter. Did less so to Pyro. Let's see. We're gonna go with Primeape there, and we're gonna go with another Fire Spin here. We can get Hypno out of here, then Primeape, and then we should have an easy win for us. One, two, three, and there you go. Almost every Pokemon, Shadow Pokemon in the Cipher Key Lair has been captured. Where did you learn how to cry from Cipher? Good lord. And no, not Cipher in this game. I'm talking Cipher in Kingdom Hearts. Hurrah! Whatever. Alright, we got two new Shadow Pokemon, so that's good. Ugh! That's it. You're not getting away with this. No way, no how, no ifs or buts. I'm not taking this. I'll blow up the whole factory with you in it. Wahoo! Jesus. What is wrong with you? Oh my lord! It's Yoda! Gorgon, that is quite enough, except that you have lost. Master Greevil. Oh, we meet again. You do remember me, don't you? Yes, indeed. I am Mr. Verich. Or perhaps I should say Greevil, the Grand Master of Cipher. I must say I am taken aback. I never once imagined that you would destroy our factory. But that's not important. Even though the mass output of Shadow Pokémon has ended, our plan itself is unharmed. We have already completed XD001's final tuning. It now rests with me. XD001? The ultimate Shadow Pokémon that's resistant to purification? Now, I shall prepare our final plan to activate XD001. Do you honestly think you can stop me? I shall be at Cipher's HQ. It is on Citadark Isle off the coast of Gation Port. It is an impregnable fortress that repels all with cruel waves and thick clouds. No one can reach it. Come if you dare. I'll enjoy waiting for you. So yeah, they did the whole good guy, veritable good guy is actually the bad guy thing from Colosseum. Only where it was surprising in Colosseum, it's less so here. Master Greevil has such a wicked sense of humor. No ordinary ship can get close because of the rough seas, and even if you do manage to get on the island, the place will be swarming with trainers carrying the Shadow Pokémon I made. Even though there should have been a lot more Shadow Pokémon. If XD001 didn't drop that ship in the desert, we wouldn't have taken so long tuning the Shadow Pokémon. Yeah. But it doesn't matter. There's plenty of Shadow Pokémon to welcome you in style. How many are there? I can't tell you that. If I did, it'd floor you. It's just a matter of time before the world belongs to us. You better be ready for it. Aw, the mirror radar lost signal. Who cares? He was only at Real Game Tower anyway. Alright, it's a list of manufactured Shadow Pokémon. Alright. So now we have a full and complete list of the Shadow Pokémon. Or at least most of the Shadow Pokémon, if I'm not mistaken. That are potentially acquirable. It is no longer just a matter of guessing. No, that is the whole list. Holy shit. All of the remaining Shadow Pokémon we have to catch are right here. That's a lot of Pokemon. And in case you couldn't tell, a lot of them are low catch rate Pokemon, so we're going to have some fun with that. But nope, Gorgon is beaten. We took over the lab, saved a few Pokemon, and after taking a savage beating from him, we have managed to more or less come out with our dignity intact. What did everybody left here. Wow. Everybody hightailed it out of here. Good for them, I guess. I mean, the last thing you want to do is get caught by the police. Or the 9-year-old, that's been beating the shit out of everybody. Oh well. Oh well. We do have a lot of Pokemon to purify, though, back at the lab, so I think that's where we're going to be heading. And then I gotta figure out how the hell I'm gonna start grinding these guys, because I need to get some experience for some of these mons. We've been robbed! What happened? Darn it, give it back! Bring it back! These two weird guys took off with a Shadow Pokemon. One had hair like a mohawk, and the other had hair like a ball. Darn it, they made off with the last Shadow Pokemon that came off the production line before it shut down. The abducted Shadow Pokemon was a Dragonite. That ended up being the last Shadow Pokemon we made at this factory. That means that Dragonite is the last authentic Shadow Pokemon. Alright. We have our end game. We have how many Shadow Pokemon? We have attained 44 Shadow Pokemon, and we've got at least another 40 left. Let's see. Let's see that count, actually, just to be sure. Not including the Nosepass and Growlithe we haven't caught. Get to Primate and Hypno. Okay, there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37. 37 more Shadow Pokemon to go. Yeah, we got a lot left to catch. But with Cipher having abandoned their base, we're now pretty much free to do as we please for the most part. But before we do anything, we did hear from Greevil that we should go to Gation Port to see if we could potentially go to match him. Of course, we're obviously not at a level with which we should be able to go after him now, but in a little bit we will be. Now, let's see. Oh, look! The Kyogre! They brought the Robo Kyogre from Dr. Kaminko's lab here. Alright, so let's head to the shop here, and we'll talk to Purr and his grandpa. And we'll see. Yo, Michael, big news, real big news. That Robo Kyogre we've been telling you about is finally done. Once Grandpa got down to it and got serious with it, he put together something kind of amazing. Come over here, guy. You have to listen to my grandpa. Like Purr said, we finally assembled the Robo Kyogre. It's truly a work of marvel. What's wrong? Is anything the matter? Well, I'll be. Cipher's headquarters is on Citadark Isle, and you intend to go out there? Citadark Isle, huh? When it's a place like that, no wonder nobody's found Cipher's base. The currents around the isle are swift and the weather is always storming. The place can't be approached by sea or by air. That was certainly true before, but now, however... I get it, Grandpa. The Robo Kyogre, right? Precisely, Purr. Our Robo Kyogre will be able to reach the isle. Alright, we must prepare to launch the Robo Kyogre for Michael. Come, Purr. Yes, sir. Alright, they're going to be prepping the Robo Kyogre for us, so we'll be able to take that to Citadark Isle whenever we feel like we're ready. Oh, Professor Crane. Hi, Michael. It sounds like the battle against Cipher is entering a critical stage. There is something I would like you to have. Please come to see me around the ground floor of the lab when you can. This better not be one of those, oh, he's here, he's not here, he's sort of here, he might be here type of deals like it was last time. Ah, here you are. Over this way. Look toward the pier. That is the Robo Kyogre. Doesn't its blue form thrill you? It's all ready to go. You can leave whenever you're ready. I ain't ready. In fact, I don't think I'm going to be ready for a little bit. I want to make sure our team is 100% ready to go before we do anything else. If that means I got to grind, that means I got to grind. And we might have to grind at the Real Game Tower. We may not have another choice. Or maybe Mount Battle, I don't know. Alright, let's go to the lab. We'll talk to Crane, we'll do some purification, and then that'll be a good episode. Motherfucker! Well, I'd rather it happen now than when I'm, like, in the middle of the lab or something. Please be my Wooper. Of course not. Of course it's Zubat. Why wouldn't it be Zubat? You know, if it was Wooper, I would have actually been able to complete a what's-it-call-it? If I had Wooper here, I would have been able to complete my, complete the 9th loop that I needed. Which means I'd be doing Shadow Pokemon even faster, but no, apparently, that's not what we want. Freaking buttheads. Whatever. Go away, Zubat. Actually, you know what? No, we'll hold off for now. We're not going to Citadark Isle immediately anyway, so... I am going to get some grinding done for all my other Pokemon. Make them ready to go, purify them. And then we'll take on Real Game Tower, because we got to do all those things, get some extra money. We're doing so good. A ship in the desert. I already did that like 1,000 days ago. Whatever. Hi, Michael. I'm glad to see you back. There's something I want to give you, Michael. Could you come here, please? What the hell? Aha, did that startle you? Now, come with me. How can I? I almost hit my head. I almost hit my head on that thing. Michael, over this way. Come with me. Oh, I do not like the sound of this. I do not like this. I do not like the sound of this at all. The battle against Cipher appears to have entered a decisive phase. I think the situation calls for a special solution. Michael, there's something here that I'd like you to use. Go on, open that box and take what's inside. Up, there's our Master Ball. We always get one per game. That's a Master Ball. It's the one Pokeball that is foolproof. It has 100% capture ratio. You should only use it if you're sure that it's the right thing to do. Keep at it. Yep. We got our Master Ball, so now we're pretty much locked and loaded for whatever the game wants to throw at us from this point on. But instead, we're going to be focusing on purifying all the Pokemon that we have left to purify. So let's start with purifying Paris. Yeah, this is the rate you're most likely going to start having Pokemon get purified, so... You definitely want to keep the cycle going as quickly as you can. Alright, Paris regained the move Spore. And Refresh. And a Ribbon. No thank you, no nickname necessary. Next up is Beedrill. Who else do we have? Butterfree. Pidgeotto. And Magneton, maybe? Oh, Tangela. Tangela. Yes, that's the one that just got it. Beedrill just gained Sludge Bomb. And Baton Pass. Alright, no nickname necessary. Next up, should be Pidgeotto. Oh, Zangoose. I forgot about Zangoose. I'm sorry. Zangoose, I apologize. Alright, let's see. Zangoose regained Brick Break. And Refresh. And a Metal. A Ribbon, not Metal. What am I thinking of? Metal, good lord. Pidgeotto. Then I believe it's just Butterfree, Tangela, and then the other two, Magneton and Weepinbell, should be a little bit longer. It's another recording session, pretty much done. But I still have to do a lot off screen. Or maybe even on screen and just figure things out from here. I might have to throw my big boys into the fire at the Real Game Tower so I can get some experience and some cash. No nickname necessary for you, Pidgeotto. Tangela, who, by the way, was holding the Miracle Seed, so if you need to boost up Grass-type moves, this is your guy. I want to see if we can actually match the thing now. Get one last loop now with all that we have. Ooh, Morning Sun. That's actually interesting move to give to Tangela. I think it can learn it normally now, but back in Gen 3 it couldn't. And last but not least is Butterfree. Ooh, another Morning Sun one. Okay. Yeah, now they're starting to get a different variety of moves that the Shadow Pokemon have. Which in of itself is interesting. Alright, first things first, let's start loading up the rest of our Shadow Pokemon in here. Let's go with... No. Let's go with Primeape in here. No, end of the set. Now, boop boop, boop boop, boop boop, boop boop, boop boop, boop boop. There you go. Primeape will be purified quickly at that rate. Now, Arbok with C-Dot. Good. And then we have Hypno. Should pair that with the Spinarak. Oh, sorry. Gotta do this one. We gotta go this way. Get it to Spinarak. There you go. Alright, so let's see. Before we end this episode, let's see what we got. Let's see. Can we do like a full flying one? No, because I'd need something that could beat Pidgeotto. So, Beedrill to beat Bouncer. Bouncer's flying beats Paris. Paris's bug can beat Tangela, but Tangela can't beat Beedrill. Alright, so honestly, I think we need to hope for that Growlithe pops up sometime soon. Thank you guys for joining me. I'm your friendly neighborhood Edman64. Join me next time when we... I don't know, we're going to have to do something. I am going to take a bit of a lunch break, though, so we'll see what happens after that. Until we meet again, my lovelies, Saya Flippin' Nara.